Movie Review, Man of Steel, 2013. Man of Steel, 2013, directed by Zack Snyder and produced by Christopher Nolan, is a modern retelling of the Superman origin story. Starring Henry Cavill as the iconic hero, the story delves into the journey of Kal-El, a young man from the planet Krypton, who is sent to planet Earth as a child and grows up under the name Clark Kent. The movie explores his quest for identity, his struggle to reconcile his extraordinary powers with his place in the world, and his ultimate decision to become the protector of humanity. The story begins with the destruction of Krypton, where Jor-El, played by Russell Crowe, sends his infant son, Kal-El, to Earth in the hopes of preserving their race. As Krypton crumbles due to the actions of its leaders and General Zod's, played by Michael Shannon, rebellion, Kal-El's ship reaches Earth, where he is adopted by Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent, played by Kevin Costner and Diane Lane, in Kansas. Raised as Clark Kent, Kal-El learns to control his powers while grappling with his alien heritage. The story takes a darker turn when General Zod and his surviving Kryptonian soldiers arrive on planet Earth, seeking to terraform the planet and rebuild Krypton. Clark, now donning the mantle of Superman, must make difficult choices, defend humanity or embrace his Kryptonian origins. The film culminates in an epic battle between Superman and Zod, with the fate of Earth hanging in the balance. Man of Steel, 2013, is a bold reimagining of the Superman mythos, offering a much darker and more grounded tone than previous iterations of the character. Snyder's vision of Superman is less about the invincible, morally unshakable hero of the past and more about a man trying to find his place in a world where he is both a savior and an outsider. The film aims to explore Superman's inner conflict and the consequences of his actions on a deeper level than typical superhero films. Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman is one of the strongest aspects of Man of Steel, 2013. Cavill brings a sense of vulnerability and introspection to the role, embodying the internal struggle of a man trying to balance his human upbringing with his alien heritage. His Superman is not the perfect, infallible hero but someone grappling with the burden of his powers and the consequences of his choices. Cavill's quiet intensity helps ground the character in a way that feels more relatable than previous portrayals. Michael Shannon, as General Zod, provides a formidable antagonist. His Zod is driven by a sense of duty to his people, and while he's a villain, his motivations are understandable. Shannon plays Zod with an intense conviction, making him a compelling and tragic figure. The conflict between Superman and Zod is not just a physical battle but also a clash of ideals, one fighting for the survival of his species and the other fighting for the planet he has come to love. Kevin Costner and Diane Lane as Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent give heartwarming performances, showing the deep impact Clark's adoptive parents had on his moral compass. Costner's Jonathan Kent, in particular, provides the emotional core of the film, as he struggles to teach Clark the value of restraint and the importance of choosing when and how to reveal his powers to the world. Amy Adams as Lois Lane brings a strong, capable presence to the character, though her role feels somewhat underdeveloped compared to the depth given to Superman and Zod. Zack Snyder is known for his stylized, visually stunning filmmaking, and Man of Steel, 2013, is no exception. The film's action sequences are dynamic and visceral, particularly the final battle between Superman and Zod, which showcases the sheer destructive power of two Kryptonians fighting on Earth. While the CGI-heavy sequences can be overwhelming at times, they effectively convey the scale and magnitude of the conflict. The cinematography, with its muted color palette and use of handheld cameras, gives the film a grounded, almost documentary-like feel in certain scenes. Snyder's decision to focus on the emotional weight of Superman's powers, showing how overwhelming they can be for a young Clark, is one of the film's strengths. However, the film's relentless intensity and destruction during the climax can feel emotionally exhausting, with the final battle, in particular, drawing criticism for its excessive citywide devastation. Man of Steel, 2013, delves into deeper themes than typical superhero films, exploring issues of identity, moral responsibility, and the consequences of power. One of the central themes in Man of Steel, 2013, is Clark's struggle with his identity. As Kal-El, he is the last son of a destroyed world, but as Clark Kent, he is a man raised on Earth with human values. The film's portrayal of this internal conflict is one of its strongest aspects. Clark's journey to understand his purpose, whether he is meant to be a savior for humanity or embrace his Kryptonian heritage, serves as the emotional backbone of the story. Another significant theme is the moral weight of Superman's actions. From a young age, Clark is taught by his father, Jonathan Kent, to be cautious with his powers. Jonathan instills in him the idea that revealing his abilities to the world too soon could have dire consequences, creating tension between Clark's desire to help people and the need to protect himself. This dilemma continues throughout the film as Clark must decide how to use his powers responsibly in the face of General Zod's threat. The film also examines the destructive nature of violence and its consequences. While Superman is fighting to protect humanity, his battle with Zod results in massive destruction to Metropolis, leading to criticism about the film's portrayal of Superman's role in the city's devastation. The destruction serves as a visual reminder of the immense power Superman wields and the responsibility that comes with it. Despite its focus on epic battles and superheroics, Man of Steel, 2013, offers several important life lessons. One of the most powerful lessons from the film is the importance of finding one's purpose in life. Clark's journey to discover who he truly is and what he stands for mirrors the universal human experience of searching for meaning. The film teaches that it's okay to struggle with one's identity and that it's through that struggle that we find clarity and direction. Man of Steel, 2013, illustrates the burden of power, showing that great power comes with difficult decisions and responsibilities. Clark must make hard choices about when and how to use his powers, often at a great personal cost. The film reinforces the idea that having the ability to do something doesn't always mean you should, and that real strength lies in restraint and wisdom. Clark's dual heritage, his Kryptonian origin and human upbringing, represents the idea that people can embrace multiple aspects of their identity. He learns that both parts of himself are important, and it's through accepting and balancing them that he becomes the hero he is meant to be. This serves as a reminder that our past, heritage, and upbringing all contribute to who we are, and embracing that complexity can lead to true self-understanding. Superman's final confrontation with Zod forces him to make a devastating choice, to kill Zod in order to protect innocent lives. The emotional weight of this decision demonstrates the theme of sacrifice and the hard choices that heroes, and people in general, must sometimes make for the greater good. This moment serves as a reminder that doing what is right often involves personal loss. Man of Steel, 2013, offers a fresh, modern take on the Superman legend, focusing on the emotional and psychological journey of a man who must navigate the weight of his powers and responsibilities. While the film's darker tone and epic destruction sequences divided audiences, it succeeds in giving Superman more depth, making him feel more like a real person grappling with profound issues of identity, morality, and purpose. Cavill's nuanced performance, combined with Snyder's visually arresting direction, makes Man of Steel, 2013, a thought-provoking addition to the superhero genre. Key lessons learned. Finding one's purpose is a journey that involves self-discovery and embracing all parts of our identity. Great power comes with great responsibility, and making the right choice often involves personal sacrifice. Embracing multiple aspects of who we are leads to true self-understanding. Real strength lies in restraint, wisdom, and the willingness to make difficult moral choices.